back. Episode 12.
Yeah, it is episode 12.
Back on
What's
a
going
Thursday
on, everybody?
evening.
Well, shit, I guess we can get right to the shit then.
Yeah.
Yo, R.I.P. Kobe, yo, that shit. Now, I know we kind of late on it, but we typically shoot on Saturdays. That news broke literally like on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And now we're actually shooting it early this week on a Thursday, which will premiere next Wednesday. So, obviously, by the time y'all see this, that news has been broken, but R.I.P. Kobe and the other victims of that crash, to be honest. So that's just some terrible news for real.
Yeah, man, still unbelievable. But definitely had some time to reflect on that. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant is a legend to so many people. You know what I'm saying, across the world. Still,
a lot
doesn't
of people
even make sense that that's even you can say that in a sentence. You know what I'm saying? So. It's wild. It's shocking.
Hell yeah, shit. I called you when I first seen it, and you was just like, I know, yo. Like, I ain't even had to say nothing. You just like, that shit crazy, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, yo. Shit's fucked up. Definitely some unfortunate events.
Yeah, definitely condolences to his family, his wife. Just horrible to lose a daughter. You know what I mean? And just the fact that Gigi was lost and just makes it 10 times more.
Yeah, that's terrible too. I've seen some footage of her hooping. She's nice.
Yeah, she had the same Kobe fadeaway.
That's what I said. Yo,
right.
She got the same fadeaway. You could tell he was like 1-on-1 with her on that shit. Like, she literally played just like yo for real. But how you feel about the petitions and shit about them trying to change them people wanting to change the logo or whatever?
I'm all for it. Why not? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, why not? I mean, you saw Jerry West's, who I believe is on the current logo.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw how. I'm sure he wouldn't.
He said he doesn't. He said he doesn't even want to be the logo.
Yeah, like I don't even know. That's a whole other story in itself. Probably how that came about,
but well, I was reading an article today actually, and they were saying, I guess the NBA, it's not gonna happen. I supposedly this was from the NBA, but supposedly so for a few reasons. One of the reasons was they were trying to claim that the logo wasn't Jerry West, and they wanted to keep the logo generic, so it didn't just because the NBA is embodied by more than just one player. Because many players have basically, better look it up. Because many players have basically, made major changes and impacts on the game, so they did not just kind of want to give the shine to one person. But the person that created the logo came out and said he did use Jerry West's figure, so it is fucking Jerry West. No matter what they want.
That's the first person that pops up.
Yeah, no matter what they want to say, it is Jerry West's logo. I mean, it's him, but it was that. One of the other things they touched on was the allegations from like 17 years ago of Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
They did touch on that, and they said because of that taint, I guess, if you will, even though he was proven innocent, because of that, like, there's still a portion of fans and population that feel a way towards him about that. Yeah. So, like, that would cause a chaos shit too, and a couple other reasons, but, I mean, shit, you can get basically exonerated for shit and say you innocent, and they still label you guilty the rest of your life. That shit's crazy, yo.
Me, what I do, for my job, I'm on social media like pretty much all day, and like that's a huge topic. Like, it's crazy how many people go to that. I didn't necessarily want to touch on that wholeheartedly, you know what I'm saying? But like, there was something that came of that I wanted to touch on from like a journalistic standpoint, like the girl or the woman who worked at the Washington Post who like really untimely and just like with like untastefully just like posted the article about it from like that was written 3 years ago, but talking about the case in a real like subjective manner, you know what I'm saying? Like not really making it look like Kobe was was a bad guy, you know what I'm saying? And like didn't put no context towards the article as far as like telling the whole story, you know what I mean? So that and then today, a woman on, I think was the news network is called the Daily Blast. She did a little like kind of like a speech, like she pretty much had some words to say about it and about that reporter, and like what she said was real as shit, man. Like we can bring that up. But yeah, what she said was real as shit. So as a journalist or somebody on the public, you gotta have kind of somewhat be with something like that happens. You have to have like a heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about all the other people involved.
Yeah, especially a big player like Kobe, you're gonna get dragged over violating him after something tragic like that, especially. But I did enjoy some of a lot of the players and shit after his passing came forward with like stories and stuff, locker room stories and all that. And, like some of the shit that they talked about was I just found interesting and entertaining for real.
Did you see the Lou Williams one where like I guess Lou Williams was talking about how like they got blown out by like 30 points. And like when they all went in the locker room, Kobe was like, "Yo, they all had Kobe's like, take the sneakers off."
Y'all too soft, yo. That's some shit I do, yo. That shit's funny, yo. That shit's funny.
But that just goes all to the point, like with that his mentality,
He's a
man.
competitor, yo. So I ain't mad at that.
Just tragic. I would say in my lifetime, that's probably the most devastating like public figure loss, in my opinion.
What about Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson was crazy too. I mean, we were still young, but I would say Kobe Bryant, man. Like people think of him as like a, you know what I'm saying, like a superhero. You know?
Yeah, it's just sad because like you said, it's like I remember ever since being a kid, just seeing Kobe on TV, hearing Kobe's name, and it's like he had a whole lifetime of a career, and he was only 41. Yeah, like he literally had a whole lifetime ahead of him, yo. That's the crazy thing. Like he accomplished so much.
Yeah, just transcended the whole basketball, made that shit global, worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that shit's dope.
But yeah. Also, something I wanted to do is
See you got a nice little custom hoodie on today, yo.
Got a custom hoodie. Shouts out, we're connected.
What that say, yo? I can't read it, Justin.
For those that might not be able to see the shirt too well,
go ahead, stand up real quick, yo.
No, just stand up.
Nah.
But it says "fuck Trump."
Stand up.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it should stand up too, right? You know what I mean?
Fuck you, motherfuckers! I'll stand up. It says "fuck Trump." You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic. Shouts out to the lovely lady who sent this to me. Her name's Ellie from Chicago, who watches the podcast. She's a talented girl out of Chicago, does art, is a writer. Definitely check her out. Her Instagram Screen documentary.
We'll post it. I'll put it in.
We'll post that in the Instagram. But she's definitely dope. Shouts out to the hoodie. Shouts out for the to you for the hoodie. I mean,
it's a dope hoodie.
Trump,
It's a dope hoodie.
Like, it ain't no secret, but.
Hey yo, what you think, yo? You think she said nakers or niggers, yo?
I mean, I'm gonna stick to it, and I think she fucked up and said niggers, man.
I don't like, cause I was at first, I ain't gonna lie, listen to it. I was like, yo, I don't know. She might have said niggers, yo. But when I heard like more like clear sound versions of it and shit, I don't know, yo. It kind of did sound like niggas, yo.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit's crazy. But I think they fired.
I think she should have just. I think she should have just came out and just said that like she messed up. I don't think she should have like made that like lie and say that she said nakers or whatever or knickers. Maybe she was she was mixing Knicks and Lakers and said knickers, but still she said niggers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is. You know what I mean? But her head was in the clouds. I don't know what she was thinking. But that's only, that's on her. She made a big mistake at a horrible time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that shit was unbelievable. You know what I'm saying?
That shit crazy.
Did you hear about the guy that found out that his watch that he bought?
I didn't see it. I know you mentioned it to me off air before we shot, but I ain't.
Yeah, he learned like the true value of his watch and like collapsed. Yeah.
He really collapsed?
Yeah. I mean, not that it's funny, but I mean, it looked like he was just like so geeked out, like he caught the ghost.
So what happened?
So he has this watch that's just like super rare, and like he bought it for $350, like 40, 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And like that's just worth like $500,000, $700,000 at auction.
That's crazy. Yo. Would you sell it? Would you sell it?
If I had that watch. I'd sell it. Yeah.
You would sell it?
I would sell it and get some more watches.
Like you wouldn't fit.
I get it. If it's
So that would be what you would get with it?
$700,000, man.
So if you today you had that watch, you would sell it for $700K and then go buy more watches.
I'll buy a few.
That's it. Like you would like that's the first. Like,
I'm not gonna take all that money.
You
I'm gonna invest. I'm gonna
right now.
property.
You just right now. You're gonna go buy because it was a Rolex.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So your first thing you're gonna do when you get $700K is go run and buy 2 or more Rolexes. After that.
Yeah, maybe for like $30,000.
You funny, yo. Fair enough. You funny as shit. Hey, it's your money, yo. Do what you want with it, nigga. I'm not
judging. What would you do
judging.
with the $700,000?
Invest that shit in some shit.
You wouldn't get a watch?
No.
Not even like a nice watch? Like
Off rip?
I'm not saying you have to spend $700,000.
Once I know the money's making itself back, maybe after the fact, but probably not on the like early end. Maybe like if I knew, let's say like, okay, I got this money, I invest in some shit, and then like I get $30K back in that investment. Like, oh, let me go treat myself to a nice watch.
Yeah.
Then maybe yeah. But I don't know if I would do it off a rip. But I never know until you in that. You never know until you're in that circumstance. For real.
I'm trying to think if I had that watch.
I would just like to think. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, I do like photography, videography, and shit. I'd probably get me a studio and like just do some other shit for real with it, and just try to invest X amount of it.
Would you sell
maybe
the
getting
watch?
to reach the. If I sold it, yeah.
It's a rare ass watch. Like
I'd probably
you'd never be able to get that again.
I'd probably, depending on my situation, like having the watch, like I might hold on to it for a little longer to see if I could get it more, like 5 years from now, if it's worth like over $1 million or something. You know what I mean? Because you know you're gonna get raped in taxes, so.
Right.
You know what I mean? That 700s sound good, but you ain't gonna see all 700 of that shit.
I mean, this is remarkable, man. But
yeah, that is pretty.
Talk about a come up, man. Talk about a come up.
Mean come up, yo.
Like, have you ever been like in a situation? Have you ever had like an awkward customer service experience recently?
Like been on what side of it? Being the help, because it's like this, like being the customer that's getting help, or like what you mean?
Yeah, just like if you go to the store, you just have even if either you're at work and you have an experience with some customer service shit, or you're like going out to a store or something
like weird or bizarre. Probably not. I mean,
even just like an altercation.
Yeah. Like a couple years ago, I went to this is when I still lived with my mom's and shit, but my girl had picked up some wings or whatever from like Pizza Bowlies on her way home at the one in Abingdon, and like the type of wings she ordered wasn't the type of wings we got. So like and she got them like right at close type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So she tried to go back like the next day, and we tried to go back the next day like, yo, we didn't get like the wings we wanted, like, you know what I'm saying, like gave us the wrong wings, and like they wasn't trying to have this shit. And I'm like, yo, like, what you mean? Like, yo, gave us the wrong shit. And I kind of wilded out in there a little bit. I ain't gonna wild out because like they was just being ignorant about it. Like, like we couldn't come back or call. We tried calling too a bunch of times, but like it was around closing hours. So, but they weren't really trying to help us. They weren't trying. I'm like, yo, like, I got better things to do than try to get a free like 10-piece wings, my nigga. Like, I'm just letting y'all, you know what I mean? But silly shit like that.
Wow. No, I
wilded out though.
I only bring it up because like last weekend or whatever, me and Jordan, we went to this place called Light Street Cafe. And, I was just trying to get some silverware, and I guess the dude already put the silverware on there. And like real awkward, he's like, "I already gave you 3 sets." But that motherfucker, he has a real funny voice. No, he has a real funny voice, and it just had left me and Jordan geeking. It wasn't like he was giving us bad customer service. But just the way this
barked on you a little, like, I already gave y'all 3 sets. Like,
yeah, that was just like,
fuck, man.
It was just funny, man. It was just funny. Shouts out to the guy.
You'd probably really caught it.
He's a really nice guy, man.
You'd have really caught it if you was wearing that hoodie too.
I don't know.
He might have really gave it to you.
What if you said that word?
Gave you silverware, nigga.
Oh God. Nah, man. But. What about
Would you get anything? Did you get into anything special over the weekend?
Not really, man. Not really. I just kicked it.
I know. Last Saturday after we shot, I had a pretty interesting experience for real. I went and shot I went and shot with my man's. He do photography and stuff too, and his peoples do like videography and have like a web series and all types of shit. But I'm having like breathing problems that I don't know, so excuse me, but I'll be alright. But
That's me every day, man. Sinus. Is it sinus issues?
I don't know, yo, but it happens like every once in a little bit. But shit.
Well, you got short breaths?
Yeah, but not like on no sick shit. I've gone to the doctors and shit for it before, for real. But anyway, yeah, like what's I about to say? Oh yeah, so I went up and got up with my mans and shit. His brother had a movie premiere that his brother like actually shot with like his own crew and everything.
Yeah.
And so they had like sold a bunch of tickets and like it was like a premiere event. And it was dope. It was probably
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched the movie too, but I was there to take like photos of like because it was kind of like a little party beforehand, then it was the premiere, and then it was kind of like some lingering after party shit. So I was probably there for like 5-6 hours for real. I shot like 1,000 photos for real. But
Nice.
yeah.
How was the movie?
The movie was good. It was funny. It was pretty dope. Like, it was pretty funny. I didn't get to watch it super thoroughly because I was just in work mode, so I was just trying to capture a lot of dope shit for real. But it was a dope experience just because I was around other creatives for real, and it was just interesting seeing another creative have that much support. Like I couldn't imagine, like all those people in there was like friends I couldn't imagine had that many people support me and some shit, yo. Like I was like, damn, that's dope to see for real, and just to be a part of it, you know what I mean, in on that. And it was a good experience for me because I never had to like shoot an event like that, so it was nice practice. So that was cool. I enjoyed that.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do much this past weekend.
And
I know this weekend I got some plans and shit.
What?
Supposed to be out DC on Saturday.
That's what's
for
up.
For a surprise birthday event.
That's what's up. The interesting thing about me meeting that dude though, like we met in like the most organic way possible. Like you know what I mean? It was just that's the crazy shit. Like he had actually already followed me on my photography page, Instagram and shit. So like he ain't know me, but he knew my work. But I was helping my man's move, and there's like an app, kind of like how Uber, but it's like for having somebody come help you move with a truck.
Yeah.
And so like my man's was moving and used that, and this dude was the one. That's what he be doing that shit in his free time
He's
for
the one
extra
that
bread.
helps you out.
Yeah. So we was moving all the heavy shit up like down 3 flights of steps and shit. We was moving all the heavy shit. So obviously we moving all the heavy shit. We talking as we like moving this shit, and then just somewhere throughout that day. And it was only probably like two, not even 2 hours that we was there, but sometime throughout that day, I don't know how cameras got brought up because my man's brought it up, and then like he started talking about it, and then like we just started talking camera shit, and then he was like, oh, and then like it just kind of went from there. But it's like it was like the most random.
That's the best way.
It was like the most random way, you feel me, to meet about it.
So he told you I'm gonna have a movie premiere, man.
Like, well, this was way before that, but it was like, yeah, I got a studio, like we can link, you know what I mean, we can shoot, da. So like I had got up with him a few times after that. Like we've been in touch, we talk and shit, and yeah, so it was just dope. Like, and he's taught me some stuff because he taught me what like flash photography. I most of my shoots have been like natural lighting and stuff. So like he taught me how to like do flash and stuff like that better. So and just he be helping me out. You know what I mean, throwing me pointers and stuff. So it's just dope to learn from other people who are more experienced. You know what I'm saying? So. And like I said, we just met off the humble of moving furniture, my man. Like furniture, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it was like
that's the best.
Yeah,
way
I mean, it's just nothing but good energy. There's no
like,
so.
That's how it was with the artist I always talk about. Like, just met him at the dispensary one time. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, yeah, like I do art. And then, you know, hopefully we have him come on the show soon. But yeah, as far as like.
Yeah, you never know how far a conversation can get you, yo. Networking important, yo.
Yeah,
like
it's definitely
simple
important.
Conversation. Like I now have access to a photography studio.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just off of love, like you feel like off of the strength of like the love for the same passion. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just dope.
And not being hesitant to like reach out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know
Ask
what I'm
questions.
saying? Yeah.
Like, you know
Well,
what I'm
I'll hit
saying?
him like, yo, you got anything going on you need some help with? You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll let me know or not. Like, you know what I mean? Still
Or
provide
just
value. You know what I mean?
Simple thing of just shooting people out. You know what I'm saying? Like showing love. Like that shit goes a long way. You feel me? So,
that's dope. So yeah, networking is important. You know what I mean?
switch to another topic. You know what I mean? What do you think about and talking about you having breathing problems and shit. Like, I'm not trying to get negative or whatever, but like, what you think about this coronavirus shit?
That shit crazy, yo.
I see some shit, like some weird shit about this. I don't know if it was on World Star. I didn't look too deep into it, but they have this coronavirus in like the Lysol cans we spray and shit.
Oh, is that true? For real? I didn't see that.
Let me show you.
I know there was like one of the Carnival cruises that had like a bunch of people had a scare about a potential outbreak on that ship.
Look. It's coronavirus in Lysol. Similarly, some Lysol products, including disinfectant and multiple purpose sprays and wipes, have shown effectiveness against similar viruses on hard non. However, this current strain is not the only form of coronavirus. So coronavirus is in that shit. There's different forms of it.
Does it say that? I feel like I didn't read it like that. Similarly, some Lysol products.
Oh, they're saying it fights the coronavirus.
Yeah, but they're saying that this one is in a different family or some shit. So I get what are they saying? It's more resistant to Lysol or something?
You see what this shit says? This shit might answer it for us.
But I know when they first had talked about the coronavirus, they were talking about like potential like hundreds of thousands of deaths, and then they kind of like recalculated, and they were like, they're only, well, it's still a lot, but only expecting like around 10,000 deaths overall from this, which is still a lot of fucking deaths.
Yeah, that is
but
a lot of people.
It's a lot smaller than the hundreds of thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how the miscalculation go from hundreds of thousands to 10,000, but.
Symptoms include fever, cough, and difficulty breathing. It's not the first coronavirus to affect people. MERS and SARS are other well-known coronaviruses.
I did a project on SARS.
So SARS is coronavirus.
It's still being investigated. It's thought to have come from animals at a market, but now seems to be spreading from person to person. The virus has made its way outside Wuhan to other parts of China,
Even to the
Japan,
U.S.
Thailand,
That's because they keep letting motherfuckers get on planes and bring that shit the fuck over here.
I saw a lady in town today rocking a mask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know if that had anything in relation to it.
So I mean, well, how you feel about it? You worried about that shit?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not worried. I mean, hopefully you just gotta make sure you stay clean, man. Stay away from the sick people. You know what I mean? If you sick, work from home. You feel me? So shouts out to her with this one chick, yo, just always comes to work coughing and shit.
For real?
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, you try to tell them.
Out there?
Yeah, but you know, those are, I guess, the precautions to take to not spread that shit.
I know Jamaica got hit with a big ass earthquake recently.
They did. I didn't see it.
Record breaking like 7.3, yo.
Really?
I think it affected Cuba and Jamaica, yo. But yeah, that shit's tragic. Prayers to them.
Wow. Yeah, they said magnitude 7.7.
Oh, 7.7. God damn.
It affected the Bahamas, Cayman Islands, Jamaica, Haiti, Honduras, and Cuba.
Yo, Haiti stay catching the blues, yo.
Yeah.
So what you think now, yo? You think them niggas is causing that shit, yo?
Causing who?
Nah, we talk about the natural disaster. Yeah.
And the government's, what, through HARP?
Oh, man.
I mean, they might be.
Yo, it's always the same fucking spot, yo. I don't know.
I mean, we're always gonna. But there are such things as plates and shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And they do move and they cause earthquakes. You feel me? So.
But what if we moving them? What if we using the technology to move them? That's the problem. You see what I'm saying?
I just feel like that's some evil shit, man.
Hey, they've done worse.
Shout out to all my Haitian, my Zopound, ça passe. But
while you pull that up, I seen one of your topics was Nike versus Adidas.
Yeah.
So, what's your do you have a preference, or like what's your stance on that?
I mean, I do like both brands and all that, and I feel like over the years, like either one company's had one up on one year, one company might have a better year, and then the next year the other company might have a better year. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I think Nike's on top.
Especially, I know with the recent tragedy and shit. I'm sure stuff like that's gonna just fly off the shelves and shit.
Yeah, I think Nike has the game on lock right now. You know what I'm saying?
My thing's always been when it came to like playing football and stuff, like all my gear was Nike cleats, Nike like Nike'd out, and maybe some Under Armour, like shirt wise or whatever. But like all my gym gear and stuff used to be a lot of Nike too. Now it's kind of half and half. Like I like Adidas more, like style wise. Like if I'm gonna rock a fit out, it's probably gonna be Adidas over Nike. But
now
like,
you talking about like Adidas like classics or like Adidas like Boost technology?
I'm talking about like clothing wise, not even like shoes wise.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm talking like between like pants, shorts, shirt, like shit like that, like hoodies. Like I would probably like that way, like that wise, I like to wear Adidas like out more than Nike. For some reason, I just feel like I don't know. That's just my thing, but Nike more in the gym. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I do it. But,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
like I said, I rock them both, but
I guess when I think of it more, I mean I think of it more from a shoe perspective, but
shoe wise Nike.
Yeah, definitely Nike on top.
By
But I mean
far.
I feel like you can't go wrong with either or if you're gonna rock some Adidas, all Adidas fit versus all Nike fit. I remember last time we talked about the mixing Nike and Adidas.
But I mean, overall sneaker variety wise, Nike.
If you're gonna try to put it on a fit, like there's no sense to mix match. But I mean, if you're just like lounging, who cares if you're mixing Nikes and Adidas?
Yeah. Like I said, I do it sometimes at the gym. Like I might got Adidas shoes on, Nike socks, like you know what I mean, Adidas shirt, like whatever. I'm at the fucking gym. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to the shoes and all that, like I feel like Nike has it on lock right now because just all their like not only the stuff that they put out themselves, but like all the collaborations that they do, like the off-white shit is boosting Nike. Like Virgil Abloh's like little brand collaboration with them. Fucking Nike did a collab with Christian Dior. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Even a lot of artists that like customize sneakers, you see a lot more customized Nikes than you would Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's Forces or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
Kobe's now are gonna fucking skyrocket probably on the resale market. Yeah,
them jerseys, man. I know
jerseys too. Like
probably gonna be crazy. I know the throwbacks, the retro, all that shit's gonna be up. I already know.
But what was I about to say?
You pull up that clip.
Oh yeah, of Tyler.
Yeah, getting that. Yeah, definitely. Sneaker wise, I'll take Nike all day. I don't feel like Adidas has like the same array of like variety of like dope sneakers that I would just wear out. You know what I mean?
Right. Adidas had it on lock. I feel like when they introduced like their Boost technology and they introduced like the Ultra Boost, like probably it was like 2015. Like they had it on lock in like the beginning of like the Yeezy era had Adidas boosted up pretty quickly. But then the next year, I think Nike kind of got their shit back together.
Hell yeah, probably. Kaepernick shit probably helped boost their shit back up too, yo. That whole commercial
That
shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Of course.
I don't know. My mom was choking me, so that's pretty much all I remember.
And then I guess can you go into, in recent days there's been a lot of news about the voting process at the Grammys. Has any of that affected the way that you're looking at winning this award today?
I'm half and half on it. On one side, I'm very grateful that what I made could just be, acknowledged in the world like this. But also, it sucks that whenever we, and I mean guys that look like me, do anything that's genre bending or that's anything, they always put it in a rap or urban category, which is, and I don't like that urban word. It's just a politically correct way to say the N word to me. So when I hear that, I'm just like, why can't we just be in pop? Why can't it just, you know what I mean? So I felt like half of me feels like the rap nomination was a backhanded compliment. Like, my little cousin wants to play the game. Let's give him the unplugged controller so he could shut up and feel good about it. That's what it felt like a bit. But another half of me is very grateful that the art that I made could be acknowledged on a level like this when I don't do the radio stuff. I'm not played in Target. I'm in a whole different world than what a lot of people here listen to. So I'm grateful and like,
And then next question, can you say what outlet?
Fox News Entertainment. Sup?
So this is obviously
That's pretty much it right there. Like Dude told the truth. I mean, he told the honest truth.
I touched on this topic when we had Dakota Winter up here, and we were talking about like Post Malone and how, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he basically came out hip hop song, hip hop track, but doesn't claim hip hop music, but can still like win in that category. Or like other artists are always able to win in our categories, but we're never able to win in theirs. Even like with Lil Nas X, he had to get a cosign from Billy Ray
to get on the country charts.
For them to even contemplate putting him on the country chart. You know what I'm saying? It's literally, you know what I'm saying, just because he's a black dude. Like, you can't say nothing else about it. So it's like I said, our culture is always accepting. We can have, I mean, white people can win Grammys in our categories. Asian, anybody can win Grammys in our category. But like when it comes to theirs, it's like, oh, it's exclusive. They always have some set standards that will somehow keep us from not. And I mean, pop music is just popular music, and hip hop is pop music nowadays because it's the most popular genre. Even with that being a fact, we still don't get classified as pop when hip hop is pop technically nowadays. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, I mean, I'm with him on that.
He definitely spoke the truth. I mean, like you said, he also was objective about it and said he's definitely grateful for the Grammy. But on the other hand, I'm only classified as rap. When that album was not. You can't label that as rap. Not
at all. You know not at all. So, that's a whole different vibe. There's minimal even lyrics on it for you to say it's rap. Right. So my thing comes down to, how did he win a rap album then? Is it because you know the whole Grammys? Somebody came out recently. You know, one of the people of the Grammys came out recently and were saying how rigged it was and how they do aim for like white artists in them categories. And there's like the lady came out against like all of that stuff. But my problem with her coming out the way she did was she came out because I think there was something came out with her, and I think she had to step down or she had lost her job or whatever. So it's like, you were president. She was like the president of it or something for like not even a year though. Yeah. But it's like, so you were involved with it. So it's like, it seems like, well, you had been there for months, so you was okay with it until you got fired, and then you want to tell on everybody. So is that the reason you're coming forth? You know what I'm saying? Because would you have came forth had you not have lost your job? Because then the nastier thing was, even after that, she basically was like, well, look, if y'all like kind of like, she said something along the lines of like, well, if you put me back in that position, then I will work to get things right. Like, she was making it about her. You see what I'm saying? So she had like alternate. She
was trying to be like a hero.
Yeah, she had like different alternatives and shit. So it's like, it wasn't even as sincere, I feel like, as it should be, which probably going to discredit it a little bit. But I mean, I believe what she said as far as the shit she was saying about the Grammys being rigged a certain way. And I mean, it's all that shit's politics though, but I feel like everybody know that. But that said, I don't understand why people of our hip hop culture, our community, always put so much weight into the Grammys when every year we have complaints about how they snub our artists. Right. You know what I'm saying? So why do we keep putting like weight into their words when they don't even understand our culture? Right. You know what I mean? Like, why do people let the Grammys mean such a big thing to them? Like, we should have our awards in our community that should be way more important, but it's like people, you know what I mean? Like, the Grammys to me aren't that important because it's a community of people that don't understand or care about our music. Right. So why do people elevate that award so high?
I mean, I guess over time, that's just been labeled as the top level accolade. But yeah, you're right.
Not,
for music, just music in general. You know what I'm saying? But
like I said, it's not fair. It's not a fair thing. It's all political BS. You know what I'm saying? And I mean,
and that's why people like Frank Ocean, like, he has that same type of mentality, like, fuck the Grammys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they snubbed his ass.
Dave Chappelle won a Grammy and didn't walk up to the stage and accept it.
Yeah, so
that's
it's
funny.
Like, it's definitely okay to have that attitude, you know what I'm saying? And just like, turn your shoulder to the Grammys and still make good music, and you can still be one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying? There's artists that are like Frank Ocean, for example, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, so Fuck the Grammys, to be honest, but whatever.
But that was just interesting. Like, you know, Tyler Creator, he said it right. He said it right.
Yeah, he said it right.
So.
The thing is, though, I mean, like, winning a Grammy as an artist obviously ups your value. Like, you know, I know you like Roddy Ricch winning a Grammy. I know now his show price can go up.
He won a Grammy?
Yeah, him and Nipsey.
Oh, he was in that song?
Yeah, Nipsey was featured on it.
With the song with like John Legend and shit?
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Shouts out to him. 21 Savage won a Grammy.
Did he?
Yeah.
For what?
For the song with J. Cole, A Lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool. That's somebody you probably would never think about.
I mean, last year, Future and Thug won a Grammy, and like I feel like that's good. That's crazy shit when artists like that, especially artists that like we've been listening to from an underground level, like coming up. Like you would never think those trap like Future in 2010, 11 was gonna be winning the Grammy or Thug. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's cool shit to see, but like you said, it's not.
Like I said, I put no weight in the Grammys because they don't even care. So you know what I mean? But
I mean, you could say the same thing about like the Oscars. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people were mad about the about Queen and Slim. Even though I haven't seen that movie yet, but
I haven't watched.
A lot of
My
people
brother
say
watched
that movie should have been considered. It wasn't considered at all for any type of awards or you know what I'm saying. Not that I know of, as far as like the big time ones.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I do have a random topic though. Let me know. I don't know if you're one of the people that do this, but like, why do people always change their voice in the drive-thru, yo?
You talking about like the people on the inside of the drive-thru,
no,
or
the
like
niggas
the
inside
people?
of the car?
For real? What
You never been to like? I remember like either like on the drive-thru or like in the phone. Like, let's say you calling customer service or something, or you're trying to pay your insurance bill or something. Like, you be talking to me like this, and all of a sudden, like, once that voice come on, it's like your whole voice change, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta talk in a professional
That shit's
tone.
so funny. Like, my mom used to,
saying?
like, I remember being a kid in drive-thru, like, having 3 other siblings in the car. We getting cussed out for being bad as shit. Literally, as we pulling into the drive-thru, pull up to the window, we go from just getting cussed out, and then my mom all of a sudden, oh yes, I'd like to order. Like, what the fuck? You just cussed us the fuck out. Now you know what I mean? Switched up your whole mood.
Right.
That fast, yo. Like, that's just a random topic.
This shit crazy, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know about the drive-thru. I know my last job when I was on the phones all day, I had to kind of switch up my voice. You ever seen this movie called Sorry to Bother You?
Yeah, I seen some of it. Yeah. I seen
Did you
some
ever
of it.
see
I
the
didn't see
part
it
when
all.
he had when Danny Glover told the dude to put his white voice on?
Yeah.
That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, that was an interesting movie. One more topic I did have, and then I pretty much don't have too much else on my end. I know you got some, but I was reading an article. It was like a post that kind of went viral the other day about, like, I guess there's like 2 different types of people, and so I want to know which type you are. But it's like they were saying, you know, some people like think full sentences in their head and can like hear a voice thinking this shit, but then other people don't have that voice in their head. Other people like literally have to talk out loud to like get the same shit through to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but if you're either one or the other, and most people that either one or the other don't know that other people are the opposite, or like don't know that
Or,
there's
like,
an
listening.
opposite. Yeah, because like me,
I think my brother be doing that shit.
cause like me, I would say like out of the 2, it's like I definitely got like the voice. Like I be talking in my head. You know what I mean? Like I can hear myself talking in my head when I talk and think about shit. Like
I think I might agree.
you know what I'm
with
saying? Like it's, but
know.
it's 2 types. It's like it's either that or it's like some
But when
people
you're saying on the other
apparently
end,
don't
like,
have
you
that
actually
voice.
have to like maybe like mumble it and then say it.
I guess maybe.
Or like say it and then keep like say it. Like I've seen people like say shit and then like, or like say I ask you a question like and then all of a sudden you're repeating yourself like real like subtly. Like, is that what you mean?
I don't know, like not quite. It's like I said, not Rodney. All right, so when you like if you just sitting in the house waking up thinking thoughts to yourself, like do you hear like a voice in your head when you're thinking these thoughts, or are you just like kind of saying them to yourself.
Like, I definitely hear like myself in my head. Like,
Yeah, so there's like an article out that's like, not everybody has that voice in their head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's the thing. So
like basically like thinking out loud almost.
yeah, so like apparently like not everybody has that shit, but like
nah, maybe I shouldn't do that.
yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It was just an interesting.
Right.
It was an interesting article. I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's something. It's
I
never
would say
something I thought about.
I probably have the voice. Like I definitely have that voice. But I don't hear voice. I don't want people to speculate that I hear voices. And shit.
There you go. I see dead people.
Shit, man.
That shit's funny, yo.
What do you think about going to the doctor, Sean? Are you a fan of going to the doctor? I mean, nobody's a fan of going to the doctor, but like...
I'll tell you this. I am the most non-going to the doctor ass nigga ever, and it's been nothing but detrimental for me a lot of the times. Like...
Would you find some shit that's wrong with you?
Well... I hate the doctors for several reasons. Anytime I've ever gone to the doctor, they never want to really listen or hear me out or like understand me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so they never want to just understand me or like understand my symptoms. So they just write me off and some other shit. So it's like, I gotta come here and pay money for you to not give a fuck. I'd rather just thug this shit out at the crib. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So honestly, like I've had strep throat before and didn't even know I had strep throat because I don't go to the doctors.
But what do
I
you
found
do
out
for it?
after the fact that I had strep throat. And it was
Fucking
terrible.
die from that shit.
Yeah, but I didn't know because I hate going to the doctors.
Yeah.
But like I've been really sick. I've had like, yeah, it's bad. But like I be trying to get better now. You know what I'm saying? But I've had like bronchitis infections. I didn't find out until like around the end of it because like it was just
Before it
too
turns
bad.
into
Yeah, like I've had bad. I hate going to the doctors, and I've had injuries. I got football injuries I still haven't got fixed. Like I did get X-rayed last year because I messed my shoulder up some years ago playing semi-pro football, and they X-rayed it. I'm supposed to go to specialist and follow up because there's actually like a gap in this shoulder. Because I can pop this shoulder in a weird way I'm not supposed to be able to, but there's like a gap in it, and it's like
That shit hurt?
it's irritating. Like I think I feel like I broke something either up here in my collarbone or something because. When I was playing football, we was in practice, and I caught a helmet like right here, my shoulder pads. I was using somebody else's shoulder pads, and they weren't for somebody my size. So like, them bitches slid, and the helmet just cracked me right here. And I literally, my arm was like this for like Gohan or Dragon Ball Z type shit, like dead.
Jeez.
Like for like a week, like I couldn't lift, like my shoulder was so dead, I couldn't lift my keys with this hand. Like I had to like literally like. Like I couldn't, but then it healed and like was all right after a couple weeks. But I clearly did some damage up there. But at the time I did that though, I didn't have health insurance and shit, and I wasn't trying to be like hella in debt for going to the hospital and shit. Right. So I was just like, America's healthcare system's fucked up, yo. That's really why I don't be going like that. America's health, even people that work full-time jobs and like, you know what I mean, all that shit, like. Yo, healthcare be trash, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, co-pays be trash. All that shit's... Yo, America has a trash healthcare. So Canada be having free healthcare and shit like that. Yo, come on, yo. Step your game up. America's so fucking greedy, yo.
Hopefully, look, I mean, they working on that. They gotta come
No, they
to a
not,
decision.
nigga. They don't give a fuck.
My whole point, I went to the doctor today and shit, like, you know what I mean? Because I've been having sinus problems, like, for like fucking, for like 6 months, you know what I'm saying? And fucking like, so I went to the doctor. Like you said, like, nigga just kind of ripped me off. You know what I mean? Like, lo and behold, I go there. Even though I was stuffy this morning, I go there. My shit clear when I'm in the office. You know what I'm saying? That shit always happens. You know what I mean? I'm trying to explain him the symptoms, and he kept
they looking
saying,
at you like you trying to get drugs.
He was like, yo, he's like, I don't know if I'm being clear, but like, I'm trying to ask you if like, do you feel the sinus pressure all the time? And I was like, yo, like, I told you it's constantly, but it's on and off. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'll be all of a sudden it'll clear up, I blow my nose, I'll be good, and then fucking 2 hours later it's back stuffy again. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, he kept on saying, well, Justin, am I not explaining this right? I'm like, what are you talking about?
What are you not listening to? Like, what? Yeah,
so then he looks into my nose. He's like, yeah, you're clear. He's like, I'm just gonna treat this as a sinus infection, and then give you a amoxicillin antibiotic, and then he's like, go to the store, get some Mucinex and some nasal saline solution, And if that doesn't work in like 14 days, then I'm gonna send you to like a nose doctor. You know what I'm saying?
That's my problem, yo. They always want to give you some bullshit. They want to give you some
spend more
bullshit.
money.
They want to give you some bullshit remedy that ain't even gonna work because you know that's not what your issue is. Like the last time I went to
I just need this nigga to give me like a steroid that's just gonna not make me stuffy, bro. Like,
nah, so you cannot be so frail. But it's like, nah. But nah, last time I went to last time I went to the doctor, yo, I was having extreme breathing problems for like almost a month, and like
breathing is associated with coronavirus, my nigga.
this was months ago, nigga. But I was having like an extreme like breathing problems and shit, and then like other issues too, and like them niggas gave me an inhaler, and that was it. And I said, yo, this inhaler is not helping me. I still can't fucking breathe. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to explain to them like how miserable I had really been, and they just was like, oh, well, try this inhaler for 2 weeks, and if it doesn't get better, come back. All right, well, it didn't work. Like, it didn't do shit for me. You feel me? I wound up in the hospital like a week later, yo. Overnight stay and shit, yo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of this shit, yo. Like, niggas they don't never care, yo. That's why he going to the doctors. But
yeah, I mean, like, I just did it. When I left the doctor this morning, I didn't leave happy, you know? Satisfied, like some good service. And like, I ain't gonna say his name or nothing, but I'm about to switch my shit.
Yo, I had a doctor one time.
My doc, like, I don't know, man. Every time I go in there, he asks, he's like, your parents still live on the Eastern Shore? I told him, like, yo, my parents live in Jersey now, man. The last time I was here, my nigga.
I went to like patient first one time, and I ain't like the doctor's energy, yo. Like,
I'm about to pull a Wendy Williams.
Cause you know they be asking you, like they'll ask you if you smoke and shit like that. So like I got my medical card, so I'll be like, yeah, I'll tell the doctor I smoke weed.
Now that's something I did leave out.
I'll tell them because I'm not fucking embarrassed
I think that when I smoke, even though I be stuffy, but when I smoke that weed, bro, like that shit enhances.
But Justin, think about this. You smoke weed all the time, but you're not telling them, so they not gonna be able to figure. You gonna make it that much harder for them.
Now, I have told my doctor before that I smoke weed, but I didn't tell him this occasion. Though.
Well, I'm just saying I bring it up so y'all got all the facts. I have my medical card anyway. I'm not ashamed that I smoke weed. I'm not like smoking crack or something, like, you know what I mean. So I smoke weed. I let them know, but like. I was at patient first, and they asked me if I smoke. I was like, I smoke medical cannabis and shit.
What'd they say?
Yo gave me like it was a little uppity white
smug
dude.
Look?
He smugged me, yo. Like and he was like, why? Like I did not like the way he said that shit, yo. I wanted to uppercut this nigga, yo.
That's what my doctor would say too. Well, that's what he said when I told him I smoke weed. He's like, why do you do that?
But my issue is, I told him like I got my medical card, I smoke medical cannabis, and I'm like, but my issue is, like. You don't even know what the fuck type of issues I have. I could have like fucking seizure problems. I could have anxiety, depression issues, which I fucking do. Like I could have some other shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could have some other shit that it's good for me and you don't even know that, but you just like, why? Like, nigga,
would you say, did
go
you explain
somewhere.
it to him? Like, did you explain it to him? Or?
I'm just like ready to get the fuck out of here type shit. I was just like, whatever, yo. Like,
you didn't answer him? Like, or when he
said why?
Yeah, did you say like,
I was just like, I said, because I have pain problems from multiple different injuries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I do. You know what I mean? Like, my wrist been bothering me the whole last week, to be honest, like terribly, but I got a screw on my wrist. Like,
have you been able to re-up? You ain't re-up yet? You just been lacking?
I got some. I got some.
But my doctor said the same thing, man. Like he's just like he's not for weed and shit. I'm like, yo, this shit's about damn legal now.
If you changing doctors, yo, you just gotta find a marijuana friendly doctor, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta get with the times.
Are they gonna be right though? Like,
what you mean?
On a medical level?
Yeah, they're still doctors. They're just advocates of marijuana. Like did you go do like the Dr. Wayne shit to get your medical card?
I went through the same shit Roddy did.
Who'd you go to? Because Roddy, I feel like hit me up about it.
That shit was real seamless.
When you got your medical card, didn't you? I don't know. Did you hit me up about how?
She is.
Never mind, but yeah, because like the doctor that like broke my shit off, he's still a practicing doctor. He just also like the medical card shit's like a side hustle. You know
Now
what I'm
they
saying?
travel to the dispensaries to sign people up and like that.
They do that too?
That's what I did with my doctor.
I bet, because I mean, that's money in their pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I met her at a dispensary. She was sitting there signing people up, and then that's when I went and made my first purchase.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I went to the office to get my shit done.
Right.
You know what I mean,
right.
but I mean that shit. Go get your medical
Yes,
card.
another
It's easy, yo.
thing. Top. I was gonna ask you. So like, I know you're in a a great you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Got a great girl and all that. But like, as far as like coworker relationships, dating your coworkers, it's an interesting topic. Like.
Well, I think it's an interesting topic for you. Because have you ever been in a situation? Because you've never been in a
I've
relationship.
never been in that situation before. I mean, I've seen that situation happen.
Because I've had experience,
But,
so
yeah.
I'll talk from that point.
So yeah, like
So how do you feel about them, though? What you think?
I mean, in my instance, in my case, like I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but like you just got to know what you're stepping into. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to know like that like if things don't end up working out or whatever, like you're still working together. You want to make sure that if you guys do come into a disagreement, when that time you break up or whatever, like you can be civil. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, work relationships
What do you
trash.
think? You think that's now that you said you had that experience,
Yeah,
like
I've had
that's a
that
red
experience.
flag for you. That's a no go.
I would prefer to not. I've done it. Like in my teens, I did it like like Burger King job and shit. And even there, I learned like, cause if y'all are beefing and y'all got work that day, y'all still gotta work the fuck together. And then it's nothing but it's just shade back and forth or bullshit or y'all are so y'all can't even depending. You know what I mean?
Right.
But depending on the maturity of the individuals, it can make the workday complicated or just
Yeah.
cause a string of bullshit. Not only that, but depending on like the type of people you are and like then the people around, like I'm never the type like I don't really discuss my relationship like people don't know about the types of shit we go through, arguments, stuff like that. Like I'm not the gossipy nigga, but if you got the girl that always wanna every time she get upset or mad wanna go talk to somebody and tell the whole 9 yards, then you got everybody at the job knowing all your fucking business and looking at you like either a piece of shit or you feel me or whatever based off of you know what I'm saying like. That shit can just get really, really messy. But that and, I mean, I've had even like situations like you didn't even gotta date them, but like say you messing around with somebody you working
Just
with.
still kind of get fishy, huh?
But it just gets interesting because then like as more and more people catch wind of this shit, like they'll either try to like sometimes you have people that try to start shit over it or like other niggas try to press down on the chick, but it's like, nigga, I don't, nigga, that's not my chick or nothing. Like, I don't love the bitch if it's just on that level. But I don't know. That shit gets weird too, yo. It's not a good idea. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, sometimes it just happens.
I would agree. That's what people have told me.
Sometimes it just happens, but it's not what I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't want to work with my girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Sometimes you just need that space, right?
yeah, like I wouldn't want to work with my girl, even if we always on good terms. I don't want to be around you all the time. I need my own space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, this is not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Pass.
I guess I agree with you, but like, I would do it.
You would?
Yeah, I would do it.
Justin, I just sat here and told you every reason you shouldn't do it. You still gonna do it, yo?
Yeah, I would
You
do
wanted
it, but
that.
I'm telling you, like,
Justin.
I would set the guidelines.
See,
man, from the get.
for those of you that don't know, Justin's like never been in a relationship ever. So
Why you telling my business?
he has minimal relationship experience. So forgive him for he know not better. But y'all that know. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I just told you every reason not to do it, yo. Yeah, I do it. Once you get the experience, you're gonna know why you're gonna say Sean. You're gonna call me Sean.
I mean, I see it.
I see why, yo. I understand.
That shit
yo.
never ends well.
Let that chick be crazy.
It might be cool for the.
Sometimes
it
you
might
don't know
be
the
cool.
chick's crazy till it's too late.
It might be cool for a certain amount of time, but it's never gonna end.
It can end good. I've seen people that work together, but I mean,
Until you get another job.
I've seen it bad like
until
this.
it goes down.
It's like this. I've been at a job where there was a couple that worked to each other, and like they would be up each other. Let's say they work in different departments. They up each other's ass all day long, checking on each other, or like the dude's super insecure. You feel me? The girl just doing her thing. She working, but you know, if you a female on a male heavy job, you feel like where it's more men than women. Like dudes, you know what I mean? Dudes might want to talk to her just because it's, you know what I mean? Like dudes, just if you at work, you want to talk to probably a woman more than dudes when you around dudes all day. You see what I'm saying? So then you got an insecure dude that like, you know what I mean? Just hovering and hawking over every conversation and shit. I've seen shit like that, and that shit's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just never a good idea, yo. Like if it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But like, you shouldn't. I wouldn't.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
if you can prevent it, prevent it. You know what I'm saying? Only you can prevent forest fires, Justin. Right. And that's a forest fire. You gonna do it though. You would do it.
No, I'm not.
You would. You just said you would, yeah.
But
you had another topic that kind of the natural shit or whatever.
What's that?
Makeup,
yeah. I mean, I've talked about this before on not necessarily this podcast, but just like you know, do you prefer like a heavily done up makeup chick, or do you prefer your naturally pretty girls?
I mean, natural is always gonna be a dub to me, but I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say I've never messed around with a chick that wasn't like heavy into the makeup shit though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not like but I mean, I would prefer like if I had to pick, probably
not even just
pick.
I guess take the makeup out of it, but just like think of a chick like a Kim K, like not even a Kylie Jenner chick. Every day that's how she is, versus like, you know, a regular, you know, pretty girl, but like is not always focused on fucking.
Because of me and my mindset and shit, the everyday just pretty girl that's not into all the vanity and bullshit nonsense and hyping Instagram all that shit. Because I don't need all that shit. That shit's phony to me. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree.
Yeah. Because some of them, and I mean,
it's like, yo, I feel like I'm not. Like, I don't think I could be out with a Barbie doll looking bitch all day. Yeah.
Like all day, cause like sometimes it's like. And sometimes, like, they can look good, but it's like you look also extra done up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yo, I don't want to I shouldn't have to wait 2 hours for you to get ready to go to the fucking Red Box or something. Like, you know what I mean? Some shit like, shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? But, I don't know. Like, to each their own, but I know, to me, this is just my opinion. And it's not always the case. Some women just are into makeup and really like makeup. And, you know what I mean? They just like the art of it and stuff like that. Some women won't leave the house without makeup on, and I just feel like that's an insecurity. So in that sense, like, I feel like that's something you kind of need to work on, yo, because you should love yourself more.
I mean,
like, you can wear makeup on certain occasions or whatever, like, and like look done up. I get it, but like, I feel like you shouldn't feel like you need to always have makeup on to leave your house. I feel like that's just a little overkill.
I mean, I guess it's all case by case. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have a problem. I mean, not to say that anything's wrong with that shit, but I wouldn't have a problem with my chick, you know, getting done up for your.
Yeah, not at all.
But
not at all.
I'm just saying, as far as what I'm attracted to now, I'm attracted to more naturally, you know, regular.
Like, I'm not gonna say I never like threw some, like, you feel me, like makeup be done, like. You know what I mean? All the bells and whistles, like hair, all that stuff. Pictures, like, I'm not gonna say like I've never been attracted to women that do all that by any means, but like preference wise, like
would you have a problem with your chick? Say if you had a chick that was like one of them Instagram vixens, had her ass and titties out all day. Would you have a problem with that? I'm
not an insecure type of nigga, so like if I dealt with a chick like that, I would already know. When I was younger, I dated a model, so like I know, like. And she did like lingerie shoots and stuff like that, and that shit never irked that didn't bother me to 1 degree. Like, it didn't bother me at all. I was supportive of it. I went to some of her shoots, took her to some of her shoots. Some of her shoots she just went on by her own. But like, and she would post them shits on her Facebook and shit at the time, and it never made me feel the way. Cause it's like at the end of the day, like, I know what it is. I look at it as an art. You know what I mean? It's photography and stuff, and you know what I'm saying. But like I said, like, but you know, like I said, this was when we were younger and stuff. So like, you know, like, couples get mad and people try to throw shit in your face, this and that. So like, you know, she would say shit like, You know what I mean? Like, you know how many other niggas, like when we would get mad, you know how many other niggas would do to be shit like that, and I would laugh. It didn't, that shit don't hurt my feelings. I would laugh and be like, I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of those niggas couldn't handle being in a relationship with you, see, because like, the thing is, people will like the chick that's posting all the nudes on social media or like the revealing shit on social media and say, oh my God, I want to wife you, right? They'll say that shit and then let them get in a relationship, and then they're super insecure. They don't want them posting them type of pictures no more, and then they try to control them. Right. So it's like, it's easy to, you know what I mean, be like, oh yeah, I want you from outside of the circle, but then when you get with that person, that's who that person is, so then you have to deal with it directly. Some people aren't built to handle that, but I don't have insecurity issues, so that shit never bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have people hit me up like, yo, like nigga, mind your business. It has nothing. This doesn't concern you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. Trust me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not an insecure nigga. And I knew how she looked at modeling and shit. And she looked at it as the art and stuff like that. So I just respected it. And that's simple for me. Especially like now I'm into photography and shit. Like I get it. Right. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I feel like I wouldn't have an issue with that.
Because I feel like shit. I've shot with models and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So
now, what
that's it.
I say was fully nude.
If she was doing it,
would you have a problem if it was fully nude?
If she was doing fully nude shit, and that's what, like, that was her, that had been her career path choice already. If I got with her knowing that was her thing already, I can't complain. If that's her profession, if she's getting paid off of that shoot, and I'm like, I know that, and then I choose to date her, who am I to have a problem with it?
Well, see, if it was like it eased into that, like, you already knew she was a model, then all of a sudden you look on Instagram, you see a picture of her busted wide open from the back. You know what I'm saying? Would you have a problem with that?
Is it just for the gram, or was it like an actual? Did she get paid for that shoot? You see what I'm saying? Because it does make a difference. Are you doing this for the literal attention, or are you like? What
would your initial reaction be?
If I was with a chick, like, and I knew she was
would you bring it up, or would you just act like would you just turn the cold shoulder to it? If all the pictures were fully clothed and all of a sudden you see that, like, what would your thought process?
I would assume that if she was modeling not nude when we got together, if she was going to make that transition, I'm assuming there would be a conversation
with you
before that. You see what I'm saying?
And if there wasn't, would you be mad about it?
I would assume that I couldn't speak for, like, to a degree. Maybe if it wasn't discussed, maybe if it was just completely like, whoa, where'd this come from? But like I said, if that's her profession and she's getting paid lots of money for these shoots or whatever,
I guess
I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you do, you know what I'm saying? But
it's a thin line before.
But like
it can be a thin line before it's being regular modeling till it's crossing over into porno.
It can be, but you can do very tasteful. You can do tasteful nude shoots though.
Right.
I mean, there's very tasteful.
Playboy,
you know what I mean, or like boudoir shoots and shit like that. Like you can do artistic like nude shoots.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because like it just depends on that individual. Because some people are real artsy and into that spiritual nature shit.
And see photographs of people of nudity. But it's not on like no lewd type shit. It's more on like some natural human being shit.
Yeah, so it just kind of, like I said, it just kind of. What about you? I don't even know if you got enough experience to answer the question.
Oh my God, son, you don't know shit about what's going on.
What you got, yo? How would you feel, yo?
I don't have an experience with dating somebody who's like a model.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying as far as like, would you feel away, even like lingerie model? Like if she was a lingerie model, when y'all started talking.
Did I know she was a lingerie model?
You followed her 3 months ago. Yeah, I mean,
I knew she was a lingerie model.
You like a lot records on the Instagram page. You feel me? Just liking everything, and you knew that's what it was. Then you finally shot her in line. Boom, she bit. Boom, y'all get to chopping it up. Yeah. Y'all just like, yo, let's go grab lunch one day. Y'all just, wow, we're so for each other. Y'all kick it and go from there. Now, what do? Now, do you tell her like, yo, I want to be with you, but I'm not comfortable with you shooting like that, or like, what do you do?
No, I would probably I would be understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I have that type of jealous, what they call that, the green, what do they call it, the green heart, or I'm not a green monster, the green-eyed monster, or whatever. Like, that's being jealous. I'm not really.
I never heard that term.
We might have to cut that because I had trouble getting that shit out. But yeah, I don't have that jealous soul in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would be understanding. Now if I like just started scrolling and saw like a fully nude photo and I wasn't conversed about the shoot, I would feel some type of way. I feel like that's natural.
Yeah,
like,
that I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with. Like I
if
said, I would assume there would be a conversation.
If you already knew she was a model, that's like the biggest elephant in the room right there. So it's like, why would you try to even go towards that? You should go towards somebody that's a little bit more low key with their shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I said it's all
personal preference. I mean, there's people, porno stars that have husbands
that are also in porn too, though. Some couples are both in porn.
But
some are not.
that aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I can see if you were both in porn, that's a whole society right there.
Probably.
But like to have a spouse that's in porn and one that's not. That's some shit.
All right, so let me ask you this: what if your girl had an OnlyFans?
That's the one where she's like solo dolo shit.
Well,
if she had OnlyFans, I'm hopping on that bitch too.
I'm saying if she had an OnlyFans,
we gonna have our own porno.
I'm saying if she had an OnlyFans account, like people post that in their Instagram bios, like where you got to pay for the subscription to look at their pictures and videos they put on it. So if she had one of those, would you feel away?
Because
I've seen girls in relationships,
like a private snap.
Yeah, like I've seen girls in relationships with OnlyFans accounts and shit.
I said, I'd probably elect to be in one of those shoots. Like she'll probably be like, oh boy, you know how they be doing like the boy girl, boy, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying it's her. You know what OnlyFans is? You know what that is?
Yeah, I do. It's like a cam girl shit.
Excuse me. So I'm saying, if she had a whole OnlyFans account where like niggas was literally paying monthly to see like her in like between like what's the word, like
9 o'clock and 12 a.m. to 12, you know what I'm saying, from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. I'm gonna be doing a live show. And then you guys, are you talking about some shit like that?
No, I'm saying it's because OnlyFans, like you can literally just post pictures on it, but people have to subscribe. They
gotta pay money to you to be a member to see the content.
It's like you go to the OnlyFans account and it, like, let's say the person's like, all right, $20 a month, and you get access to my photos, my videos. I update my content weekly, and I'll give you like one-on-one like chats or whatever.
Kind of like a Patreon.
Text
you ever heard of
shit.
Patreon?
Nah.
All right.
But so I'm saying, she have an OnlyFans account where like people are literally subscribing to her monthly to like look at revealing and or nude photos and videos, or maybe videos of her playing with herself or shaking ass, twerking. Like they got one for everything. But I'm saying, so if your chick was on OnlyFans and shit, how would you feel about that, selling fucking nudes on OnlyFans?
I mean, I guess it depends on how much money's being made from that shit.
Damn, the money is determining the factor, yeah.
But I guess I can't be mad at it, man. Because as long as if anybody else is gonna be involved in the show, it's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't be mad at that. You know what I mean? And she could, like I said, she could advertise a show where people pay extra money to see her and her boyfriend get it on camera. You know what I'm saying?
And you would do it?
I'd do it, yo.
You wouldn't do it.
I'll have my face. I'll put a ski mask on.
Yeah,
I put a ski mask on in that bitch.
Hey, yo.
Like.
You stupid, yo. That's funny. This nigga said that.
Right? Yeah. That'll be the theme right there. Robbery. I'm breaking.
What else you got in there?
I think I did have another topic, maybe just one more. Oh yeah, I also want to talk. So I have young cousins and shit. You know what I mean? Like early middle school, 4th, 5th graders and shit. And I be around them and shit, and I see them on Snap and Instagram, and it's just so crazy how like they know so much, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my little cousin Kara, like her favorite rapper is YoungBoy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like the shit that they're listening to. I mean, I guess it
well, just think about when you were young. You was into the culture, and
yeah.
You was into it without the social media we have nowadays.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you still found a way
so, yeah.
through your cousins and shit, they was putting you D, but you still found a way to certain artists and cultures and brands and stuff that, you know what I mean, through hip hop culture. So you gotta understand, now that they have access to it, all they're doing on the bus ride is all on their phones and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So that's just the only difference, I guess. The only different element added to the thing that they have social media. Because I mean, yeah, it's the same. I was listening to Eminem. You know what I'm saying? His crazy lyrics. Jay-Z, Dipset, first, second, third grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess the same thing, but we could have just posted on Snapchat like they can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yo, I be thinking it's crazy because like when we was in that age, middle school, high school, and you know, like our parents or older people, you know, they would when we was in school, this and that, and so it's funny because like just being like 10 years removed, it's like shit's crazy different now, yo.
Yeah.
Just because technology moves like that, but just like think like niggas, like motherfuckers be in school nowadays with their phones and like not even getting in trouble type shit
like
too.
5th grade.
You know what I'm saying? And like
5th grade.
Like in our age, like kids was just kind of getting phones and shit around that time. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, but then you at school, oh, you can't have your phone at school type shit. Like they'll confiscate your shit. Now motherfuckers is in the hallways making TikTok videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Going viral from school classroom.
That shit is wild.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like,
but shouts out to the youth, man, because like they're the ones that you know, that influence the culture, you know, influence the trends, influence the vibes that, you know what I'm saying, they're the ones that's letting people know what's not or what's hot. You feel me?
Pave the way technically for the next generation after them, in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just cool seeing my little cousin Timmy, Jaden, you know what I'm saying, the new offspring of my family, just like how they're fucking.
See them being to the little kid trends, like we had our fads and shit growing up, and you're just like,
my little cousin Jaden be rocking Supreme and shit. Like, it's just funny, man. So
that shit is
shouts out to the youth.
It's crazy, yo.
But other than that, no, that's pretty much it, man. I think we had a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff happened. Definitely with Kobe Bryant, man. Like, I just feel like 2020 is not up, man, for the good, because hasn't been a good start. We're still in January. It feels like we've been in January for already 3 months, my nigga.
This has been a very fucked up month for me, yo. Right? I've had a rough month. I'm hoping, but February, starting February though, the whole month of February, I'm cutting out meat. Just cause.
For real?
Yeah, just cause.
You going straight? So what? You gonna
be? I'm gonna go pescatarian though. I'm not gonna go straight full vegetarian. Like, yeah, I'll still do fish and shrimp.
You eat a lot of like cooking a lot of salmon and shit.
Yeah, like some, but like
tilapia. Do you do tilapia?
Yeah, I eat some tilapia.
People be saying tilapia ain't a real fish.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
That should be good as hell, especially over some rice.
I haven't had tilapia in a grip though, but I probably prefer salmon. But yeah, so I'm gonna try that. Just every year, like fitness wise, I always like to challenge myself to one thing or another. So that's like my challenge to myself this month, and to, you know, start ramping up for getting my body right for the summertime and shit. So I figure I'll clean out the meat, you know what I mean, do all that.
Oh yeah.
Just try to. It's gonna be a good month, and it's a short month, so you know what I mean. Solid 4 weeks, boom.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
That sounds good. That sounds like great stuff right there, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that shit wouldn't be too hard. At least you got fish.
Yeah, cause I know I can do it. I know, like, I mean, there's like literally like
a short ball. Actually, we got an extended month. We got a leap year in February.
Oh, it is leap year this year.
Yeah. So my birthday will be here a day late this year.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, that's one thing I do plan on doing in February. I want to cut out meat the whole month. And I mean, depending on how it go, I doubt it. But like, I mean, I never know. I might fuck around one of these days and really just go vegetarian on niggas for real. But because I mean. I don't know, y'all. Just, you know, if you know better, you
see. I feel my taste buds. I really just need to get over some taste buds, yo, to be able to go vegetarian.
But I am like, I'm about to grab on some Jamaican food this weekend before shit start, because I need some Jamaican food.
I have eaten. My taste buds have changed, yo. Like I had Brussels sprouts the other day. Like I like Brussels sprouts.
You gotta cook them right, and they good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had some good cooked Brussels sprouts. Had some spinach the other day. They tricked me at work with the spinach shit though, because they put this shit in some sauce.
Like some spinach dip?
It was like, so we had Chicken Rico, which was like a Peruvian chicken spot.
Yeah.
So they had the chicken, they had the rice, and then they had this like green dark sauce.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, nobody really knew what it was, but apparently it was like spinach sauce. You know what I mean? Lobos look like
I never knew it was spinach sauce, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I know what that green sauce looks like and shit, but I never knew it was spinach.
It wasn't bad, you know what I'm saying? They added extra flavor to the rice. But
Chicken Rigo be smacked too. It should be alright. I haven't had it in a while, but
that's about it for me. I did want to shoot out Ellie again. I didn't know if I made a proper shout out, but she sent me this hoodie. She's out of Chicago, artist, fan of the podcast.
yo, shout out to you. Like, yo, feel free to send me a hoodie if you want to. Yo, I'm just saying, I'm gonna just put it out there in the universe.
She makes clothes. She said she was making she's working on a pair of pants. You know what I mean? I think she does. She writes. You know what I mean? Does other art. So definitely check her out at Screen Documentary.
Yeah, well, I'll put it on. I'll put her.
That's
shit
her Instagram
in the
tag.
video. I'll put her shit.
Super dope. There's actually a cool story about this. I had seen her get posted on ASAP Ant's story of this chick like singing and dancing to one of his songs. The song was called Shanghai, one of my favorite songs. You know what I mean? And then I just brought me to her page and saw she was dope and does a lot of cool things, you know what I'm saying, in the art world out in Chicago. So definitely shouts to her. Definitely appreciate you, supporting us out here all the way in Baltimore and sending me this hoodie. Yeah, feel free to send Sean one. He said he wants a fuck Trump hat, you feel me? So
I don't need a fuck Trump hat. I'd wear it though. If I got sent it, I want a hoodie. Yo. I ain't gonna lie.
I seen she just.
It don't even gotta be fuck Trump, but I'd wear it if it said fuck Trump.
She's dropped different collections of work,
where?
Just different phases of hoodies and shit. So yeah, man, I'm definitely down to support more as well. So
I fuck around, create some too, yo. I fucked with this hat. This hat wasn't like this when I got it.
Word.
But,
so I love to see that shit, but yeah, that's it for me, man. I don't know, Sean, if you wanted to have any last words.
Last words would just be
final thoughts.
Yo, all my artists out there, just tag us in some freestyles. Send us what y'all got going on that's dope. Holla at us if you want to come up. You know what I mean? Fucking talk to us. You know what I mean? Slide on our DMs, comment on our shit, communicate with us. We'd like to see what y'all got going on or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Shit, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever, yo. Just interact. You know what I mean? What else we can interact with y'all more, figure out more, we can get a better idea content-wise of what to bring you. Like, you know what I mean? Let us know other content, maybe just even outside of the podcast, maybe like you might like to see from us. Like I said, me and Justin talked about hitting the thrift and maybe vlogging that, like little shit like that.
Let us know what some of the best thrift stores to hit. You know what I mean? Who has the best stuff, the best deals? You know what I'm saying? And at least the best gear. You know?
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Just holler at us. But that's about all I got for real.
Word. All right then. Well, until next week or next time.
We'll catch y'all next week. So, deuces.
Peace.
All right.